way, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. People like sheep, move feet, hurt it easy. You don't wanna be fast asleep when they're scheming. Better stand tall, ready for a fight, believe me. When they try to change, you can say no, free me. So he's been looking.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another edition of the Geek Gauntlet podcast. I'm your host, Mr. William D. Morgan. I have a cast of thousands here with me, and we are going to get this show started. We have a double death battle tonight. I'm so excited about this. We've been meaning to talk about both these battles. We're going to go ahead and take care of all that tonight. Let me do this real quick. There we go. Let me go ahead and start bringing folks in. Let me see. Who am I going to start with first? Let me see. Okay. I see my anime buddy right there. Let me go ahead and bring my anime buddy Janae in. Janae, how you doing?
Doing good. How about you?
You got the witch hat on.
Mm-hmm. And a Hogwarts robe too.
Oh, snap. She representing Harry Potter than I'm talking about. You got the wand?
I don't have a wand around me right now, so.
Okay. If you had the wand, you have the complete set.
I'll just have to use my hand.
There you go. Use your finger. Yeah. All right. Let's go ahead and bring in another young lady. She is a member of GNN. She is the TikTok and cosplay queen. Let me bring my girl Kat in. Kat, what's up?
What's going on, William? How's it going tonight?
How you doing tonight?
Hey, living the dream.
There you go. Let me see. Who am I going with next? Let me switch this up a little bit. Bring my buddy in. He plans this show each and every week. Let me bring my man Shaw in. Shaw, what's up?
Sup, everybody. How y'all doing tonight?
Doing good. How about you, Shaw?
Good.
Doing good. And last but certainly not least, she has our resident female streamer. Let me bring Diamond in. Diamond, what's up?
Hey, everyone.
Hey, Diamond.
How you doing tonight?
Doing good.
All right. So everyone is here. All right, let's go ahead and get the show started. Double death battle night. Kind of excited about this thing. Let's go ahead and get started. Shaw, what's first on the docket?
All right, so let's first talk about our death battle. First, Mega Man versus BomberMan. What are y'all thoughts today?
So I don't know who the other one is, so I'm just gonna have to go Mega Man.
Yeah, same.
Y'all don't know who
I know not to BomberMan.
Wow. BomberMan is the dude that lays down all the bombs in the maze.
Yeah.
Mega Man could just jump over them.
But that's the funny part, because in the first iteration of Mega Man, he really couldn't jump that far.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't until later that he could jump. But I'm gonna have to agree with you. I'm gonna have to go to BomberMan, because the Mega Man, because Mega Man's got too many power-ups at the end of the day.
Mm-hmm.
Unless BomberMan just gets creative and takes him out before he can get to him.
Yeah, that's true.
He just throw a bomb, boom, and it's like it might be over. I mean, then you get into durability questions of Mega Man. Is he tough enough to take a bomb? Is he tough enough? If he's tough enough to take a bomb straight to the face?
Yep.
That is a good question.
That's the thing you have to ask you. That's the thing you have to ask yourself. How doable is Mega Man? So, but I gotta go with Mega Man. Anybody here going with BomberMan? Even though he is completely awesome.
Nope. Control going Mega.
Diamond, who you going? You going with Mega Man? You going with BomberMan?
I'm gonna go with Mega Man because of I know I've played like the games of his for like longer than I know of BomberMan, and he has like more abilities than BomberMan does.
Yeah.
Plus, he has like I guess that dog Zero.
Yep.
Yeah.
But we don't count him in Death Battle.
Yeah.
We don't count it. We can't count on friends in Death Battle. You got to line your own ability step. Huh?
No friends, no sidekicks, just
Yeah,
you.
no friends, no sidekicks. You can't have that at death battle. It's you and you alone.
Once they all die, you on your own.
You on your own. That's it. Okay, John says he's on his way. Cool.
All right, we got a double decker for this one. We also have, let me look over here, Mario versus Rayman.
That's tough.
Ooh. I think I'm gonna go Rayman on this one.
I'm about to go to Rayman too.
I don't
I'll
know.
go Mario.
Yeah, I'm with Diamond.
Oh, Mario, Diamond.
There's like more abilities and like again, I know more about like Mario and what he's capable of than like Rayman. Because from what I remember, like Rayman's more like he'll jump and then he'll like collect fairies or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Well, like Mario like collected a bunch of things like stars, random princesses and stuff.
Pick
And he
at
has
the
like
flowers.
those flowers and all those mushrooms and such. I'm pretty sure he got it in the bag.
Yeah.
What's up, Mo? How you doing, brother? Good to have you back here. Thanks for joining the stream. But that's my thing, though, because right now, you know, these characters with power-ups, they have to get to the power-ups. What if you knock them off before they get to the power-up?
Or if he's not in a place where there's a power up.
Right.
It's true. It's very true.
Just have
He has to jump on your head. I mean, if he doesn't jump on your head, then he can't damage you.
right?
True.
Yeah. Both Mario ain't exactly the greatest athlete unless he has a power-up.
Well, I don't
Well,
know
you
about
can
that.
You can say the same thing about like Rayman too. When he's like jumping on vines or if he hits something, he like turns into a balloon and just
True.
pops.
True. That's true.
Mario
That's
usually
one
going
of
to
the
the
great-
Olympics.
All right, Janae, you got to be careful. You got to be careful. John is here. Ambrose is here.
Yeah.
Yes, Ambrose is
Hey.
here.
Quivering in my boots.
Now look here, Ambrose.
What happened?
Now look here, Ambrose.
Yeah,
Janae
sure.
is here.
Beneath me.
I see Janae isn't even bothering to hide it anymore. She's just in full uniform.
Oh man.
And
Keep
here I
having
thought
me.
he was always calling me that, but with a B.
Oh, that's just because you don't know how to spell.
Oh damn. Damn. All right, let me get your opinion on these. Let me get
Is
your
it just
opinion.
the six of us, or is Ando coming on?
I don't know. I'll put a link in the chat.
And can you hear me all right? I can't find my headphones. My life's a mess today, so I'm all over the place. Just
I can
wanna
hear
make-
you.
Okay. Cool.
You good. All right, so we're going over the death battles. We have two tonight. The first one that we talked about was Mega Man versus BomberMan. Who you think wins, John, and why?
Mega Man.
Yeah.
I mean, it's one of the hardest video games in history. The guy's skill set, you know, I mean, that's kind of a hard matchup because BomberMan is more of a like strategy game.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's I guess if Bomberman got a good strategy down and figured Mega Man out, he could lay some traps down and maybe take him out. But I'd say like if they were to go toe to toe, like if they were in a bar and they both got drunk and like,
Damn.
I think Mega Man would take him.
Okay. And the other one we talked about was Mario versus Rayman.
Okay, does Mario have his power-ups?
Yes.
He does.
Yes.
Okay, because Rayman doesn't get power-ups, so it'll be Mario.
Okay. So
Yeah.
here's my question to you that I posed. So Mega Man and Mario can get power-ups. Well, what if Bomberman and Rayman take them out before they can get to those power-ups?
If they get Rayman would beat him because Rayman can throw his limbs.
Yep.
Mario would run at him. Rayman would wind up and just throw his fist or his foot at him.
It's like Luffy, you know.
Yep.
Doesn't even have to
Yeah.
get close. Just fling the hands.
That's exactly, yeah, that's how he is.
All right. So Both of those are interesting. And I do love BomberMan. He has a soft spot in my heart. I do love BomberMan. So let's go ahead and get to the next part of the docket, Shaw. Go ahead.
All right, let's move on to Loki, episode 3, I believe. Yeah, episode 3. Everybody see the episode?
The one where they travel back in time, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. I'm just gonna say, Miss Minutes, girl.
She thirsty.
Yeah. Like, oh honey, like he don't like you like that. You know, she is to AI what Splice was to cloning technology.
That's
So-
weird.
But we used to play chess together. We were more than just friends. You just wouldn't give me a body.
Why
Like-
don't she just give herself a body?
In-
Got into
In recent news, I read the voice actress for Miss Minutes got fired. Is that effective in this season, or is that going to go into like season 3?
No,
Yeah,
that wasn't for Marvel. That was something else.
Oh, okay. So Tara Strong is still Miss Minutes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All
How
right.
about to say? You can't
How
let my
can you
girl
fire
go.
Tara Strong?
You can't let my girl Raven go. Come on now.
It's for things we don't discuss on this channel. But yeah, she got canned from a couple of projects.
You do that to my girl Raven. Come on now.
But still, like in this episode, like Miss Minutes, like I understand why she's evil now because she's too thirsty.
Mhm.
So who was worse, the female Eminem or Miss Minutes?
Miss Minutes.
Damn. That's messed up when a clock is thirsty. All right.
Well, I was telling my husband, I'm like, this is a very angry woman episode. And it's like, I don't feel comfortable with this at all.
I was watching it, I was kind of half zoning out, and then I was like, oh girl. Like no, like oh. Girl, that's why he abandoned you. Like this right here.
Yeah.
Dang.
I was like, this episode's giving nice women a bad name.
Miss Minutes
People
was
think
that
everyone's
bad.
pissed off in the Marvel universe.
Damn.
Pissed off and thirsty.
Imagine like that girl that had like a crush on you, but you're like, yeah, girl, we cool, but not like
Yeah.
that. Like you're my friend, like you're my homie.
Mhm.
And one day she's like, but all this time we spent together, like we bonded, we had this connection. Now imagine that, only then she has to throw in, but you never gave me a body. Like,
What?
yeah.
Damn. Damn, man. That's evil. That is evil. Damn. All right. Let's go ahead and get this next topic over with. Shaw, I can't believe you did this to me. I can't believe you did this to me. The Marvel versus picks. And can I just get pick one?
If you want to, I mean, sure.
Destroy it. Delete it. Burn it to the ground.
Set it on fire.
Burn it with flames.
Okay, so
Well, she's no. You can even do better because she's so narrow. You can use her as a stoker for the fire. You can just grab her by her ankles and just like jam it in there.
So even my mother-in-law, who's not like of the nerd realm and stuff, but like her and my father-in-law have been watching the Marvel movies and stuff. She didn't even like Captain Marvel.
Damn.
She didn't like the acting. She didn't like any of it. Doesn't know like this kind of stuff. So like a normal person doesn't like her either.
Damn.
I mean, and here's the thing. I'm not going to get on like up too high on my Marvel soapbox. One, because I can't watch Tyler squirm, and that's part of the reason why I do it. Why is this movie? Who is this movie even for? And this has been the problem with Marvel, because on the GNN Greats chat, anyone watching, join the GNN Greats. There's a lot of good conversation there. I think Dave Degram posted, "Why are Marvel movies declining in popularity?" Because we've had the rights back to Disney for Fantastic Four and X-Men for 5 years now, and we're making the Marvels. No one wants the Marvels.
Well, actually, I ain't gonna say in front. I do want this next character.
Yeah, I'd be
Yeah,
okay with like
but-
her standalone movie because I want to know more about like her powers and her skill set and stuff.
But see, the problem with Monica Rambeau is nothing with the character or the actress. I like the actress, I like the character, but casual fans don't know who the hell this is.
And so that's why
If you didn't watch the Disney Plus series, you have no idea who the hell this is.
Mhm.
You don't. You're lost. So you're not going to have any interest invested in it.
Or if you didn't read the comic.
Yeah.
And then this one is another one can just go somewhere for me. I mean,
and you know, this poor kid, because this kid seems like a nice kid. She's a good actress, but this character is just a dud. It's been canceled 3 times. The viewership on the show sucked, and they just keep trying to force this one on us too.
Well, the problem with this one is I think that Marvel went out aiming for a younger audience.
Mhm.
And unfortunately, they didn't get that younger audience because people wanted to see the continuation of the story, so to speak, as far as comic book fans.
Yeah.
So that fan base that they were reaching for wasn't the fan base that tuned in. And therefore, it was like, oh, well, this is not great. I mean, I watched it, accepting the fact that it was not for my generation, that it was for people much younger than me, and putting kind of that mindset on, I was able to enjoy it.
Mhm.
Because there was a lot of the teeny bopper drama that appeals to that younger generation. So I can see why they're still trying to give this character, because the actress is good. She is a good actress.
And yeah, I have nothing against the actress. She's really good.
I think it was just like the show, like so many things, was not pitched properly. It was not pitched as a way to bring in, like, hey, this is going to be something for, like the Avenger for your kids.
Mhm.
right.
It was pitched as just a continuation of that universe, and then it was full of CW garbage.
At this point, to piggyback off what Kat said, I'm thoroughly convinced that Disney's marketing department is pocketing the money and just not doing anything.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Like-
Well, here's my thing: is they either have no clue. They may possibly not really know what they have, because like we liked the idea of the Star Wars hotel. We're like, oh, that's kind of cool. Like if we get a bunch of people together to go,
Right.
to make the cost more effective. But at the same time, we're like, for that price, never mind. Well, as they're shutting it down is when it comes out. So it's not just a themed hotel. There's an entire like quest line and storylines that you're going to go through, that you have the option of doing while staying at the hotel, that continue into the park. So it's a truly like immersive experience.
And it was
That's
based
not how they marketed that. What was that? Sorry, I didn't hear you.
I'm sorry, it was also based on the sequel trilogy, which wasn't a very good decision.
Well, but it wasn't. Star Wars, no matter whether it's the sequel trilogy or whether it is the originals, fans if they would have marketed it as the truly immersive experience that it was, I think it would have done well. But they marketed it as come stay in a hotel in a Star Wars hotel room, which my husband joked, "Oh, look, it's submarine racks," because
It did.
it was like you'd have like a queen size bed for the parents and 3 bunk beds into a wall, just like a submarine rack on a Navy ship.
Yeah. And Bob Iger is kind of like that guy, like everyone knows that guy that like thinks he can open up a restaurant. Like, I could totally run a bar. Everyone drinks. It would just make money. It's a bar. Bob Iger literally said, we don't even need to really put any effort into it. It's Star Wars. People just come.
Not at that price.
And
Yeah.
that did not.
Well, and that's the whole thing. Like at that price point, with the way it was marketed as just a Star Wars hotel, Like, hold my beer. I can go to Home Depot and make my house Star Wars themed and look like the inside of the Millennium Falcon too.
Yeah.
For the $5,000 a night they were charging.
And going back to what I said with the sequel trilogy being a bad idea, that is why the sequel trilogy was a bad idea, because the people that did have the money to stay at that hotel, but there are a lot of Star Wars fans that have money, they're not going to go there for the sequel trilogy. If they marketed it around 4, 5, and 6, and you had all these like 60-year-old billionaires, they'd be like, hell yeah, I want to go on an adventure with Luke.
Even with that, though, they didn't market the immersion. They didn't market the adventure part. They didn't market the immersive, for lack of a better term, for those that don't know what I'm talking about, like LARP type experience. You were brought in, you do these quests, you do these trainings. There are all these specific to Star Wars things that you get to take part in with the hotel. That $5,000 for a fully immersive LARP, yeah, totally, sign me up. But $5,000, the way they marketed it was just to stay at this hotel that's like Star Wars. No, thank you.
But business-wise, too, and this is the last thing I'll say about it, because I know Shaw's probably sitting there with his finger on the button, like, go, go, go. The last, it was just for what makes up a Disney vacation. It was a terrible business plan. Like, if they did this in, like, New York City and opened a Star Wars themed hotel that was immersive in like a major city, it would do better. But you're already going to Disney. Disney's already like, you have to have your itinerary out, and then to go stay and spend $5,000 a night for 3 nights at one hotel, plan around that, then go relocate to another hotel. It was just not conducive to what a traditional Disney vacation is.
And that's where the marketing part comes in, though.
Yeah.
Because basically, if you were staying there for that immersive experience, you were the person that was really only going for the Star Wars portion of the park.
Yeah.
I mean, I just think it would have been
going to the entire park.
I just think it would have been better served if it was in like a major city and it was a hotel and it was like a fully immersive experience and they could
Los Angeles is a pretty major city.
But not in like a theme park, like just as a hotel.
My thing is the $5,000 a night. Good gosh.
Yeah, man. That's like that's like three high quality Asian hookers. I mean, not that I know the price range or anything. Anyway, move on. Next subject.
I just saw something. I'm gonna take a break for a second from the docket, Shaw, because I wanted to ask this. I just saw this on Facebook, and I thought it was kind of interesting to bring up.
This list is bogus because Cowboy Bebop isn't even in a bracket.
I agree. How's not Cowboy Bebop not on the bracket, but Dr. Stone is?
Because isn't Cowboy Bebop like only technically one season? Maybe this is like
but it's still the most influential, arguably one of the most influential animes of all time.
Like on all these lists, all of them have second seasons. I think that's what they're going.
So just because they have a second season,
I'm just saying. I'm just seeing a pattern. People.
I mean, Velma has a second season. I'm not going to say that that's better than The Simpsons.
I have Black Clover on here
because it has multiple seasons.
Black Clover sucks.
The Weebs won.
Why is Blue Lock on here? My son loves Blue Lock, but why is Blue Lock on here? That sucks too.
It was okay, but it's a sports anime, so
no. It's your favorite. It's your favorite. Will JoJo's on there?
I think I just offended my boy. He about to come out. You come from behind the green screen to defend your show?
Which one, Black Clover? Or
I mean, I'm nowhere nearly as educated in anime. Hey, where's Food Wars?
Oh, thank God. Thank God that's not on the list. Come here. Come here.
These are kind of more like family.
Hold on, y'all. This is my son. This is my son. His name is also William. He loves Blue Lock. Why do you like Blue Lock?
It's very inspiring. Hear me out.
Oh, okay, I'm hearing you out.
Okay, so
Okay.
you don't have the mindset that you're not gonna win.
Uh-huh.
What are you? What is your purpose in life? That's what that show teaches you.
Just
Okay.
like Haikyuu.
So-
If you don't have the mindset of a winner, what are you?
So they teach you not to have a loser mentality.
Basically.
Okay. Thank you, son. I appreciate you.
Hey, watch whatever you want, kid. Don't let the man put you down.
Power.
Fight the power, William. Fight the power.
I'm just saying, like,
but
One Piece didn't make it past Hunter x Hunter. Like, that doesn't make any sense.
I don't like one. I'm not a fan of either one. So
Bleach didn't get past JoJo's.
To like,
how did Yu-Gi-Oh not get further than what it did?
Wait, how did Demon Slayer lose One Punch?
Yeah.
Not
What
enough
is
fan
this?
service.
because One Punch was funnier than Demon Slayer, I guess.
I am
love Demon
outraged.
Slayer.
I need to write a letter
I
now.
know.
I like.
I like Demon Slayer.
You pure white woman. I'm gonna write a letter.
I need to know what the age of the people were that decided on this.
Get him, Tommy, get him.
And
Because
just
I'm like, if you were born after 2000, I can maybe see this.
Fire Force.
wait a minute. One Piece isn't even on here unless I'm
Yeah, it
missing it.
Yeah,
Where?
Yeah, it
It's up
is.
at
It's
the
on
top
here.
under Hunter x Hunter.
Yep.
Oh, okay. All right. I see it now.
How the hell is Fire Force on here?
I don't know, because it has a second season.
But it got canceled after the second season, so
Fire Force
Yeah,
is
but they had
terrible.
more seasons.
Yeah, according to Janae, the quality of the show is automatically like elevated if it gets a second season.
but at least Bleach beat out JoJo's Bizarre Adventures.
I can't watch that crap. I just can't. But
I've tried. It's just I don't know.
Oh, by the way,
Oni.
Vampires.
that was
How did Boruto beat Full Metal Alchemist?
That,
which one?
Boruto sucks.
I think it's just regular Full Metal
It looked like
Alchemist.
he said
Well, then
regular
that's
Full
why. Regular
Regular
Full
Full Metal was okay.
Sucks.
It didn't
Yeah.
get good to its next generation.
by the way, my wife was watching Sailor Moon with my daughter the other day, and I came home, and my daughter now says, "I want to watch The Sailor on the Moon."
That's awesome.
Original or Crystal?
I don't know. That's my Sailor Moon's my wife's thing. I don't know. I don't know much about it. All I know is Sailor Venus is the best anime character of all time.
I'm finna mess with her again, and I'm gonna tell you, Crystal was terrible. It was terrible.
It
Crystal
sticks
is
with
terrible.
the manga.
It's trash.
Fine.
It's trash.
It's
I don't
because
like that.
you're upset because there's not a ton of filler episodes
I don't
and
like
lots of
the, I don't
villains
like
all the
the, I
time.
don't like the animation.
It evolves and gets better in the next couple seasons. The very
I do
first
like-
one, I was upset by it too. I was very pissed off that they did the 3D and they didn't get a good blend of anime and manga. They did more, we're gonna try to do the manga style, but then we're gonna make it really weird.
Right. I wasn't crazy. I mean, I was happy you saw some of the other scouts roll through. But I just think.
But yeah,
Crystal's trash.
the style changed in the second and third season, so the style's a lot better now. So
It's just I just don't like it.
of course, like in the original anime,
to me,
the styles
the original,
changed like from week to week. So
to me, the original was the most impactful to me. You got your villain of the week and you got your PSAs at the end. So to me, the OG was better. I didn't like Crystal too much. All right, I'm still trying. So who wins?
Ah, kill it.
So who wins? Who wins?
Throw Brie Larson at it.
So who wins? Pokemon or Sailor Moon? Who wins?
I would say Sailor Moon.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, surely because
and there's a lot of Pokemon fans out there who'd probably
There's
get
a
me.
ton of Pokemon fans.
nah. I mean, are they going head to head, or is this like a who would win?
This-
Because of
this is the voting.
Like the Battle of the
Voting.
Cutest.
What anime is better, Pokemon or Sailor Moon?
Sailor Moon.
Sailor Moon? Because Sailor Venus would own all of those Pokemon except for Psyduck.
Nah. Shoot, nah.
The Sailor Venus Psyduck was so cute.
All the Pokemon will wipe her out, especially Mewtwo.
I gotta get a Psyduck tattoo.
I don't blame you for loving Psyduck, though. I don't blame you. All right, I know Shaw's pissed at me. Go ahead with the document, man. I just want to put that up real quick.
Shaw's gonna kill us all and take over the show on his own.
He's gonna get the Infinity Gauntlet, just wipe us out.
All right. Next up, we got the release trailer for Spider-Man 2, which reveals that we have a fight with Dr. With Mr. Negative, and we get Sandman. What are y'all thoughts about that?
Can I ask a question real quick? What's a release trailer?
The trailer that comes out right before the release of the game, it shows one or two new things. Yeah.
So this is the actual trailer.
It's one of the many trailers. It's just a trailer that comes out right before the game. It was like a few days before the release date.
Okay, because trailers at this point are becoming like mini cupcakes. It's like, oh, it's a trailer for a trailer. Like, no, I just want to see the trailer. So I just want to be clear on what a release trailer is.
Yeah. Even though I've been playing the game, I'm not going to talk about that yet.
Yeah, I'm talking about it.
Yeah, I the game itself looks awesome though.
It looks great.
Yeah.
I don't know $70 great, but it looked great.
It's $70 great.
I mean, honestly, I pay the full price for Miles Morales. I'm playing that right now, and I'm not even like playing the full plot. I'm just doing side quests and having fun.
I'm like, man, $70 gives you one of them Grand Theft Auto holes. I'm just saying.
No, I'll tell you what's a ripoff is I just downloaded Sniper Ghost Warrior Contracts, and that game, whoever paid $70 for that game needs a refund. Because that game was not that long at all.
You know what game I regret not downloading? That Avengers game.
I got that game.
When it was $2. I would have paid $2 for it. Even though it sucked, I still would have paid $2 for it.
Yo, what was the name of that stupid Mega Man ripoff that came out? It came out like 8 or 9 years ago.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Mighty Number 9 or something?
Yeah, that game was awful.
All right. Shaw has some ideas for Disney Plus Marvel shows. Go ahead, Shaw.
Yeah, so with the new structuring for the Disney Plus Marvel, I think the best thing to do would be to like take some of the stuff that you know you could do more with, some characters and stuff, and like for instance, actually doing Young Avengers as a Disney Plus show, but like maybe just one shot, like just one season, and other things like maybe like Miss Marvel should be something that's yearly. Like that way you could actually get into it. Like that could actually be something decent, you know, because that's what they're doing now. They're going to try to do things that will be, annually, shows that will continue to have multiple seasons. They shouldn't do that for all of them, but the question is, what should they do for the ones that should be, like that?
Okay, so Disney has, for some reason, decided to turn Marvel Studios, which is something that should be printing money for them. They decided to turn it into a Gordian knot, and they've got to just solve this the Alexandrian way. And in the off chance that Bob Iger is watching this, Bobby, come in. Go to a normal neighborhood, take a walk around on Halloween, and see what the kids are dressed up as. I can guarantee you won't see one Miss Marvel, but you will see a lot of superheroes that you are not representing in your programming. Like the X-Men. Just give people what they want. Just stop trying to reinvent the wheel. These things have been around, these books have been around for 80 years. You have 80 years of story. You don't even need to create anything new. There's pictures. You literally have the storyboards. Just open the book up and look at the comic. You can alter it if you want to gender swap and it makes sense. You can gender swap, you can race swap, but the stories are there. Just give the people what they want. It's not that hard. Kick the writers that are shitting the bed out and just give the people what they want.
Yeah, the problem with that though is with the way they've modified the Avengers for the screen. I mean, let's face it, we all know that there's the arguments about, well, this is what powers this person has. No, they didn't. They didn't have that in like in-game. You're right, but read the comic in game. They did. Mm-hmm. We all know about those arguments.
Well, I mean, it's kind of mashed up too. Yeah, I'm sorry. I thought you were done. Go.
So they've backed themselves into a hole where you have all these fans that are writing and asking and talking about, well, what about this part? What about this? They left this out. So now they're kind of trying to go in and fill in the gaps, but they're just doing it in a really disorganized way.
I don't necessarily blame Disney 100% for that, because to have done that storyline properly, they didn't have the rights to a lot of the necessary characters, so they kind of had to wing it. They can't do feature films on the Hulk yet, and so they couldn't do anything with Hulk unless he was part of an Avengers team.
Right.
They couldn't do anything with the X-Men. The X-Men weren't even in it. I mean, by the grace of God, they came to an agreement with Sony and got Spider-Man involved. So, I mean, they really did have to kind of jerry-rig that whole storyline.
I don't think they realized how big the Avengers team is as a whole.
Mm-hmm.
I think when they originally started this game, they were like, oh yeah, so it's Captain America, it's Hulk, it's this, it's Iron Man, it's Black Widow. But then all of a sudden people are like, well, what about She-Hulk? She was part of the Avengers team. What about the X-Men? Because the X-Men were brought in as part of the Avengers team at one point.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
but you have all these characters that they left out, and I think they're like I said, they're trying to go back and appease all of that, because even Daredevil was an Avenger for a while. He was both with the Defenders and the Avengers.
And Moon Knight was an Avenger for a while. I mean, there's been a bunch of all three incarnations of Ant-Man.
Yeah.
So, I mean...
I think they're trying to go back and like fill in those gaps with the characters that didn't make it into the films, and they're just not doing it well.
Don't forget, She-Hulk was also part of the Fantastic Four, so you can put her in there.
I would love that if that was a Fantastic Four troll, and it was the one with Grey Hulk, She-Hulk, Wolverine, and I forgot who the fourth guy was, and that was the Fantastic Four movie. I'd be like, that's actually a respectable troll, Disney. I can respect that. But I mean, I think the other thing too, when they did all that, when they muddled the storyline, they weren't listening to Ike Perlmutter. Kevin Feige kept trying to push him out the door. Ike Perlmutter has been with Marvel, or was with Marvel before Disney kicked him to the curb.
Yeah.
He has like an encyclopedic knowledge of Marvel. And that's why to start, all the movies were so good, because he'd be sitting there and he'd be like, no, that's not how it would happen. And you know, and that's a lot of the problem too. They don't have someone like... People want nice guys in charge now. When nice guys are in charge, things suck, and you get She-Hulk. You have to have that. You have to have that. Pardon my language, but you have to have that asshole that when you pitch an idea to him, he's like, "No, this is dog shit. This is a pile of shit. I am not sanctioning this. Get away from me." And you're lucky I don't fire you for pitching that idea to me right now. Wait.
I think the only reason why they did She-Hulk in the first place was to get her story out there, so you have a basis, or you have a medium to where you see her in other shows. She introduced, I think that's why they did that whole series.
I mean, my problem with it was one of my favorite comics growing up, and the storyline of the actual character of She-Hulk is so awesome. And again, if you just opened up issue 1 and looked at issue 1, you had a really good origin story there. But no, men are bad, so Bruce Banner couldn't save her. You couldn't have Bruce Banner save her because patriarchy or whatever, and yes, Queen get the bag. So we had to alter everything and make it a muddled puddle of goo.
But the comic with She-Hulk was awesome.
Yeah,
she was awesome.
The storylines were great.
Yeah, she was awesome. And her feet.
And
in the comic.
It was one of the best-selling comics of the 80s.
I think my only issue... It was
consistently in the top 5 throughout the 80s.
I think my only issue with She-Hulk was when she had that little love affair with Star Fox, because I can't stand Star Fox. I can't stand him. But that was my only issue with it.
I wonder if they brought She-Hulk in to try and bring her into the Defenders.
You could do that too.
No, they brought She-Hulk in because they really tried to do that whole thing where they replaced Iron Man with Ironheart. They were going to replace the Hulk with She-Hulk. And then everyone was like, no, this is like a little kid's macaroni picture that I don't even want to hang on my fridge. Get it away from me.
Well,
You're bull around though. You bull around though. You could put her in with the all female Avengers team.
yeah.
You're bull around. Because Captain Marvel is more than likely going to end up leading that team, which I think is disgusting. But she'll probably end up leading it.
I don't know. There's rumors I'm reading right now that she's on the outs. I think they're gonna.
Man, I hope so because I
think Monica Rambeau is a fan favorite, and I think if they ever make a good decision, which it's Disney, so they won't, but the best decision they could possibly do is to, have Brie Larson, fly off to space somewhere with Nick Fury and his lizard wife, and have Monica Rambeau take over.
Or they could just bring Rogan and have her take her powers away.
And that's what I want to see. I want to see that on the big screen. I want to just grab her, and then she goes away. She's gone.
She's in a coma forever.
In a coma for forever.
Thanos comes back for 3 seconds and just snaps her, and then dies again. And he was like, "Sorry."
Don't keep flying Rogue.
That would be like the best retcon if Thanos just came out and he was like, "Guys, I just want to really apologize for it before. Here's how I'm going to pay you back." And he just snaps Brie Larson out of existence and just goes away again.
But that's the character that we need. That's the character that we deserve. We need Rogue back. We need her. We got to have her back.
That they portrayed, I was very disappointed in.
What about Jubilee?
Jubilee was barely in it.
Y'all can keep her.
Isn't it in the comics later she becomes like part vampire?
Now, who you need to put in, and I think you did. I thought she had a little cameo. What you need to do is bring in Kitty Pryde. Because if you read,
Elliot Page played.
I thought she had a run.
I can't stand Elliot Page. The dude has one facial expression. He looks like my nephew. And the kid's 11 years old.
But Kitty Pryde is powerful, and she's and if you look at comic Kitty Pryde, she's been trained by Wolverine.
Yeah.
And it's like her last
X-23.
Yep. So like X-23 is another good one you can bring through. So
I mean, there's a lot Marvel could do. Why hasn't Marvel touched the Nova Corps?
Because they're not well known enough.
That's true.
Yeah, but visually, but Guardians of the Galaxy wasn't either. And if you did a good Nova Corps movie visually, that would be
which Nova you're talking about?
Yeah, that's true. It gets kind of complicated, though.
Yeah. All right, but I want to make sure that Shaw doesn't snap me out of existence. Go ahead, Shaw.
Next up, we got the trailer for the new Orphan Black spinoff. That will be
how you doing?
Ritter. It's called Echoes. Haven't you seen the trailer?
No, I haven't seen the trailer, but Orphan Black was really good. I've seen like half of Orphan Black. I haven't watched it all.
I've never seen Orphan Black.
But wasn't she Jessica Jones?
Yeah, she was.
Yeah.
Okay.
That happens all the time, though. Chris Evans was like 8 different comic book characters before he came.
Yeah.
I'm still waiting on my Human Torch versus Captain America battle. I'm still waiting.
For who?
Human
Torch versus Captain America.
Yeah.
I'm still waiting on that battle. All right.
Chris Evans fighting Chris Evans.
Yep. That'd be awesome. Explain that one, Chris. What's up, Geek? Good to have you here. All right. Let's see. Avatar: The Last Airbender. We got some photos. We got some pictures. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10.
It's all right.
Not bad.
It can't go as worse as M. Night Shyamalan's iteration.
Yeah.
So that's like the bar so far.
The bar's not very high.
I don't know what you're talking about because that never happened. But
I never watched the cartoons.
Member berries ready.
I'm kind of apprehensive about this show because I loved Avatar and I know it's Janae's favorite show.
Of course.
But the creators of the cartoon were brought on as consultants, and that's a great Iroh live action though. I do agree. I'm just looking at that now, but the creators apparently are not endorsing it and walked off the set and just refused to consult.
Oh no. So it's
It could be creators' pride. It could be them just being babies about something. I don't know, but that when that happened with Cowboy Bebop, we all know how that turned out. So I'm kind of apprehensive about how that's going to be live action.
the only time will tell with this one.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, the casting looks really good.
The casting on the last atrocity that we all try and wipe from our minds was not great.
Yeah.
Which one was that?
That one that we don't talk about. The live action we don't talk about.
M. Night Shyamalan Ding Dongs?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just getting my member berries ready. Like, hey, remember this? Remember?
Remember that?
Wait, I never watched it. So.
All right, Shaw, go ahead,
It's
my
kind of like
friend.
watching the live action Dragon Ball Z movie. Like you
Never watched that.
we don't talk about that.
You never
Look,
watched that? Well,
I can watch whatever I want now because I've watched the new Robin Hood, and I'm thoroughly convinced that nothing is worse than that.
Well, Janae, you ain't missing nothing. You didn't see it, so you ain't missing nothing. It was terrible. It was trash.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, I watched the live action Speed Racer, and oh my gosh, that was a trip.
How
In
can anyone
theaters.
How can
I was like,
anyone
I think
not
you could
like
only
Speed
understand
Racer? He's got
I
the
like that.
pose, man.
if you were
How can you
high.
not like- How can you not like Speed Racer? He's got the pose, man. Be like,
Oh, the whole movie was just horrible.
It was slightly. I think it was slightly
It
ahead
felt
of its time.
Yeah.
It felt like an acid trip for me.
Yes.
Yeah. Like it was.
That Speed Racer, the movie, was one of those things where they don't realize, like, they tried to dumb it down for American audiences, but they don't realize that the Japanese already did that. That's why all their
Yeah.
eyes are so wide.
yeah.
Like, so they didn't need to do that at all. It was pretty much a cartoon that was designed for America, like, and for the Japanese to break into the American animation market. And yeah, so
All right, I'll read this one. Matthew Vaughn says he was so upset over studio execs intentionally tricking Halle Berry into signing on to the film that he walked away from for the project. And which movie was this, Shaw?
What happened?
Matthew Vaughn says he was so upset over studio execs intentionally tricking Halle Berry into signing on to the film that he walked away from the project. Which project was this?
That would be X-Men 2 or 3. I'm not sure.
here's what I don't get about that story. Normally, when you sign on for those things, you're signing on for multiple movies anyway. So something about the story doesn't make sense. Why would they need to pitch a sequel to her if she's probably under contract anyway?
Back then, they didn't do that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that
My
was
question is, why are we bringing this up like 20 years later?
Right.
And also, is anyone really shocked that Hollywood tricked an actress? Like,
Oh, come on,
really
man.
is anyone really like? I
That's just so
cannot believe a studio did that. Oh my god,
That's so disrespectful,
that's
John.
so disrespectful
You
and
can't-
underhanded.
You can't.
All
you
of these
can't
men
put down
usually-
the actresses like that.
That's so
I mean,
disrespectful for you to say
I mean,
something.
Is it a Weinstein
You
film?
can't
I mean, come on.
disrespect the actresses. Come on now, man.
all of these people, I mean, there's no honor in Hollywood.
I mean, but maybe they don't know that they need legal representation. You just can't blame the actress like that.
No, I'm not saying the actress.
Oh, okay.
I'm not blaming Halle Berry. I'm just saying, is anyone really surprised that a studio tricked her?
Oh,
Like, is anyone really surprised that they used an underhanded tactic to secure a big name for their movie?
that's
Like, it's not like, the Church of Latter-day Saints was writing the movie. I mean, this is an industry that was run by Harvey Weinstein for a long time. So, I mean,
Facts.
the fact that anybody is surprised that there was trickery going on, it's like, okay.
I mean, it's
You
kind of a
wanna hire-
military contract. Like when you go into boot camp and like you're getting ready to go, and they're like, "Oh yeah, that job we said you were gonna have,
I know.
yeah, that school's full, but we can give you this instead. And then when a spot opens up, we'll move you over.
and you
Yeah.
never get moved over.
You're not gonna get moved over.
Nope.
Like
Nope.
anybody, they'll all tell you, no, you don't sign that contract.
Yeah.
Hollywood does the same thing.
Yeah, I mean, it's not even just Hollywood. Bait and switch has been a human condition for thousands of years.
Poor Halle Berry.
Try to buy a new car.
Poor Halle Berry.
I just don't understand why it's news 20 years later.
Yeah, that too. I mean,
Yeah.
To be relevant.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, bro, why do we care that you had chivalry 20 years ago? Like,
I mean, honestly, this week has been a lot of people trying to crawl out of the woodwork and stay relevant. We've got Britney Spears and Jada Pinkett fighting over who's crazier. We've got,
that's a coin flip right there.
we've I mean, Jada's. I give Jada the.
Jada got that on lock. I
give Jada the edge because Jada's smarter.
Take the word toxic and Jada's picture's right next to it.
Yeah, but Jada is also smarter. I mean, I don't think Britney Spears could spell cat if you spotted her the C and the T.
Oh, damn.
I mean, I'm sorry. I'm just calling it as it is. She's not.
She says cat with a K. Damn. Damn.
No, probably the Q without the U. It's probably like Q, E, and then like 2 D's.
Damn, man. Come on. Anybody watch Doom Patrol?
I did.
I caught up on it today.
Unfortunately.
Dude, it was an amazing episode. It was a good musical episode.
I felt very uncomfortable with the musical masturbation song. So.
Yeah, that was odd.
I mean,
and tissues playing.
That sounds like something out of Big Mouth.
It was on par with Big Mouth. Yeah.
I'm not a fan of musical episodes anyway. If the show's going to be a musical, make it a musical. But I'm not really.
I wasn't a fan. I used to watch Xena back in the day. And I love, as much as I love Xena and Lucy Lawless, I hated that musical episode.
I mean, I wasn't really a fan of Brendan Fraser giving Cyborg a golden shower.
Funny.
Like,
and it's not a golden shower unless he's naked and it's consensual.
I don't know. Cyborg was under a bush prancing and Brendan Fraser started pissing on him. That's pretty much as close to a golden shower as it's going to get.
I'm going to need you to go and actually Google golden shower so you thoroughly understand.
I will not do that. I already bent on Food Wars. I don't need to Google golden showers. All right.
Look up Blue Waffle. Take your safe search off.
I've already done that. I've already done that, cat. All right, thanks. Now we thought of M. Night Shyamalan with Ding Dong and Blue Waffles. Nice ruined.
All right, Sean, go ahead and pick up.
Got the McRib comes out soon.
Damn! How the hell you go from blue pancake to blue waffles to the McRib? Damn.
Because I'm going to my happy place, Will.
Go ahead, Sean.
DC will be publishing the other version of Batman number 428, where Jason Todd lives.
Oh yeah, that's the one that the fans voted to kill his ass.
I knew there was a reason I wanted Tyler to come on here because it's a shame. It's a shame he couldn't make it on the show because I really wanted his take on that.
My thing is, if the fans said they wanted to kill him off,
Why bring him back?
Why are you so starved for material that you're like, here, let's go ahead and put out this alternate story that the fans literally voted and said we didn't want.
And it wasn't even like it was a close vote. It was like overwhelming.
It's overwhelming.
Oh, it was close. It was close.
Was it close? I just distinctly remember them being like, nope, everyone wanted him dead. Let's kill him.
It was close. It was only like by, I think, like 100 calls, I think. And then each had like a couple 100,000. Somewhere around there.
I don't know.
Yeah, it was close.
I mean, what's done is done. I don't. To me, it's like when DVDs had deleted scenes, and you were really excited. You're like, "Oh, deleted scenes!" And you'd be like, "All these scenes suck. What are they deleted?"
All right. We got a live action Yu Yu Hakusho release pic. The date's December 14th. We got a picture of it.
Yeah, this is actually something a little different.
Okay.
Yeah, they're reanimating the anime.
Okay, that's the anime one. Okay, cool. My bad. That's one I got.
Oh, it's reanimating. It's not live action.
Well, there's live action too.
There's live action also. Yeah.
Okay. I didn't like the reanimation on Trigon, so I don't anything that says reanimated. I chalk that up to
hopefully they do what they did with Rurouni Kenshin, because the reanimation with Rurouni Kenshin is good.
That was good.
I finished watching it, but it's really good.
As long as it's not reimagined for modern audiences, I'll give it a chance.
Yeah, hopefully not.
Prime Video has renewed the Boys spinoff Gen V for a second season already. Damn. Who watched Rick and Morty?
Oh yeah, there's no episode
I
this week.
haven't.
Sorry,
That was what, y'all?
there was no episode this week. Sorry.
Okay, cool. You're fine. Ahead of the 60th anniversary of Doctor Who, did BB?
That's what they're called. That's what they're called. They've been called that for a while.
Hold on. I'm not saying those three words. Ahead of the 60th anniversary of Doctor Who.
Say 'em.
I'm not saying it. I ain't saying it. No, I ain't saying it. Janae is here, and I'm not gonna say anything on her impressionable young ears. I'm not gonna say
Oh, okay. I know what it means. Never mind.
it. Exactly. That's why I ain't saying it. Janae is young. She is the sweetest one of all of us, and I'm not gonna do
You
it.
know that Diamond's younger than me, right?
I'm not gonna do it.
I mean,
Josh younger than me.
I'm pretty sure, I'm pretty sure Diamond will get this. Is Janae like
Diamond understands
the
it.
Annie Edison of community? Like, of this
Diamond
group?
understands. Diamond knows what it means. I'm not
I
doing it.
have to look at what.
I'm not doing it because, like I say, Janae, she's a sweetheart. She's the sweetest one of everyone here. I'm not running it on impressionable ears. I'm not gonna do it. No.
Okay,
Doing
so
them.
British Broadcasting Channel.
Yes.
Oh my goodness! Haven't officially announced the entire collection we uploaded to our.
Oh, I get it. That's a great one.
800 episodes of Doctor Who and the spinoffs. Wow.
Now,
It
here's the
doesn't
thing.
include the first episode for some reason, for some stuff. I don't know, but yeah.
Will it include
Wow.
that holiday special that legend has it is worse than the Star Wars one?
I don't know what you're talking about.
They had a holiday special a long time ago that was like not. I mean, I'm not a Doctor Who fan, but it is. There was a holiday special that was not very well received.
I never saw that one.
Might be talking about like that crossover with one of their other shows, maybe, but that's it. Like,
I've never seen. I'm gonna try to find that one.
if I'm not mistaken, they didn't do crossovers until New Who. If I'm not mistaken.
No, not a holiday special with Star Wars. It's just it was a Doctor Who holiday special.
There's a holiday special every year.
Oh, one of them was terrible. I don't know.
Oh, except the last couple.
Never watched Doctor Who.
YouTube mill.
Doctor Who airing November 11th, 18th, and 25th, returning to Saturdays around 6 p.m.
Yeah, those are rumored dates. We're not sure if those are 100% going to be the dates for the specials.
Ooh, and this one I'm intrigued about. Disney Plus is rebooting Gargoyles as a live action series. You better not mess that up.
Yeah. I would be.
I don't know how happy I am about that.
You better not mess
I
that
have
up.
mixed feelings about feelings on that.
I did
It's
too.
going to be directed by James Wong, by the way. Forgot to write that.
Oh, God. Can he just stay? He's good at Saw. just
Damn, man, bro.
And I would
making
rather
Saw.
have the gargoyles like people dressed up and like kind of puppeteerish, not.
I mean,
computer
for a couple of reasons.
Yeah, not CGI.
Yeah.
I mean,
You do
for
good job.
a couple of reasons why I'm not really too excited about this is one, and we've had this conversation on this show a million times. There are things you can do in cartoons that you can't do in live action. And when you try to translate it, it is awful. But
Gargoyles pretty on the earth, though.
the main thing with it is that Gargoyles was, for a kid show, surprisingly smart. And it had a lot of Shakespearean themes, and they incorporated a lot of those themes into the show. And plot-wise, character development-wise, it was a really well-executed show. It had a lot going for it. And I don't know if anyone in Disney's writing room can match the original product with those themes and those character arcs and those story arcs. I mean, I don't think they even want to at this point when you watch what Disney puts out.
The thing
So, I mean,
is, they would hire the original creator because I've read in an interview saying that he has material upon material just in his house stacked. So,
Damn.
like, if they would have
Okay,
kept it
but-
going.
Do you not like Disney is such an arrogant company? They'd be like, "Oh, okay, here we go," and then like right in front of them, they'd probably just put it in the trash.
Well, the thing is, he's also said that the Disney wasn't originally like comfortable with putting their name on it. Like,
Yeah.
it was like
It's an original Disney
like
property.
that. So
I mean,
it was on Disney, but they weren't like, "Oh, look, it's Disney's Gargoyles." It was just Gargoyles. Same with like Nightmare Before Christmas.
Mhm.
They're like, "Oh, this isn't gonna do very well, so we're just gonna put our name really tiny down here," and then
you do that. Nightmare Before
and they're
Christmas.
like, "Oh wait, hey, look, this is our movie. This is our movie."
Yeah, they didn't know.
Fine.
Disney did not have their name anywhere near Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yeah.
That was released under Touchstone.
Yeah.
There was no until it did well. You're right. You're right about that. And when it did well, it was all of a sudden Disney's Nightmare Before Christmas. But that was on the
Gargoyles was the same way.
Yeah.
Because they felt that the material in Gargoyles was too dark for the Disney audience.
And it was.
But the Disney audience did embrace it because it was
Yeah.
fantasy. It was still,
I mean,
Adam
I just
time as Batman, so people were into that. So
I just don't think anyone at Disney is any of their writers are creative enough to work those themes they had in the original cartoon into a new show.
Mhm.
I just don't think it'll match up. I think it should be left alone. I think if they're going to do anything, just make the original series accessible.
Yeah.
Like, I something should just be left alone. I think that's one of them because you can't catch lightning in a bottle twice.
All right, Shaw, go and pick back up. Finish this off.
All right. Star Trek Prodigies has been picked up by Netflix with season 1 going and season 2 also debuting next year.
Cool.
So are they like picking it up in syndication or are they picking it up to continue it?
Well, season 2 was already made,
Okay.
so it does kind of seem like they may continue making seasons. So they'll do season 1, see how it does, season 2, see how it does, and then after that they'll choose to make more seasons or not.
Netflix is essentially doing with Star Trek Prodigy what they did with Cobra Kai. They imported the YouTube seasons over, and then they built off of that. That's what they're doing with Prodigy.
Masha, what's up? What's next up?
Star Wars apparently announces a Mace Windu and Jango Fett series. So apparently that's happening. What are y'all thoughts?
I'm excited. Sounds pretty cool. They have like backstory of Mace Windu.
You gotta get your boy back.
But I mean, what is
You
it
gotta
gonna
get
be
your boy
like?
back, though. You gotta get Samuel L. Jackson back.
Is it gonna? How is it gonna work? Are they gonna be in the same series? Or is there going to be like a Jango Fett series and a Mace Windu series?
This is all it says. Don't know what it's going to be. Don't know if it's going to take place in the past, in the present. Don't know. It just says they announced Mace Windu and Jango Fett. So
because they only met for like 3 seconds in the lore, and it didn't really end well for Jango Fett. So I don't think there's really a relationship there.
Well, I mean, as far as we know, there's a lot about the past of both of them that we don't know.
Right.
Like, we don't know if that was their first meeting,
yeah.
I want to see Mace Windu with just lightsaber hands.
Cut everybody.
Like the T-1000 when he's chasing the car.
All right, Shaw, go ahead and finish this up, and then we'll get into our anime and video game news.
All right, Deco Ranger, the Sentai that Power Ranger SPD was adapted from, is apparently getting an anniversary movie next year, which could mean that we might get something with that for Power Rangers, but we don't know. What are y'all thoughts on that?
We gotta check on that.
Sounds dope.
I don't
It sounds cool.
Yeah.
You know, I've never seen an episode of Power Rangers in my life, but if it
What?
makes you guys happy,
What?
I haven't seen the original series.
It's so disrespectful for you to say something like that.
What?
what? My wishing your happiness for something that you love and enjoy is disrespectful?
You've never
I'm
seen
not
Power
clapping on
Rangers?
Power. No, I haven't. No.
Oh my gosh!
This is truly a dark day.
Oh my gosh!
I need a lot of alcohol to watch Power Rangers. Not gonna lie. Because so for me, Power Rangers, because I originally was exposed to Voltron,
Mhm.
was
Voltron
nothing
was
more
awesome.
than a live-action Voltron ripoff.
Voltron was
Yeah.
awesome.
And me trying to watch it was like watching the original Godzilla movies with the really bad dub.
Yes.
Y'all leave the Power Rangers alone. Y'all
And
leave
they-
the Power Rangers. We're not gonna disrespect the Power Rangers.
I
And when-
understand. Okay.
Come on now.
And when I was
Forever
growing
Red,
up,
man. Y'all,
when I was growing up, it was on at the same time as like good things that were on TV. So
damn.
I
don't disrespect Power. Hey.
But what were these good things?
Particularly that
yeah,
episode,
Power Rangers.
particularly that episode Forever Red. We ain't gonna disrespect Forever Red like that, but all the Red Ranger fault. Come on, y'all.
No, it was actually that it was when The Simpsons went to syndication, and it was always on at the same time as The Simpsons.
Oh,
So I would watch The Simpsons
I
instead of
thought it was
Power
separate from the Simpsons because with me, it came on in the afternoons.
No, it did, but Simpsons Power Rangers and
Because it came on- because when Mike
Power
and
Rangers
Mike-
came on around like 4:35.
Because here, Power Rangers came on before the Simpsons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, here when I was in California, because I lived in California at the time, it was you had Tiny Toons, Animaniacs, and then
No,
Power
it wasn't The Simpsons. It was Life with Louie. That show was hilarious. Louie Anderson, as a little kid.
Yeah, no, because Life with Louie was on Saturdays.
Yes, that was on
No,
Saturday
but it was
morning.
also on when I was a kid in New York. It would be Life at Louie at 4:30, an hour of The Simpsons, and then Home Improvement at 6. Yes, I can't remember where my headphones are, but I remember the TV schedule from when I was 10.
But come on, y'all. Power Rangers are don't.
It was just it was one that I just couldn't get into. Like
I'm
I
not-
have friends that are diehard Power Rangers fans, and that's super cool. Like I'm happy for them. I even tried to watch the new one, and I was like,
Okay.
like the overacted, like here, push my whatever they call it. I can't get into it. Like,
Okay, I agree with Kat on the newer ones because I can't get into them. On the older ones, like from RPM and all the way down to like the original Mighty Morphin, that's like what I watched as a kid.
Right, right.
And there's also like, you like your things. Like when you were growing up, there were G.I. Joe fans and there were He-Man fans. And the G.I. Joe guys all like to play Army guy and like, you'd fight and you'd get grass stains, and the He-Man fans were kind of strange. It'd just be like, I don't know. This is,
because our parents trusted us with swords. They trusted us to flail things at each other. And they said, if you got hurt, that's on you, boo.
We were pretending to shoot each other. And then when we got Nerf guns, we actually shot each other.
That's the thing with G.I. Joe. The only person who really died, and he didn't die really, was Dusty. He didn't really die.
I forgot about Dusty. That one where he's a traitor. That was a turning point, and that's
His old boy was shacked up was in the hospital before he could get the plane.
You have to watch that episode of Community where they're all G.I. Joe characters. Like the dude's in a coma, and the whole episode is the cast as G.I. Joe characters. You have to watch that episode of Community. If you don't watch any other episode of that show, watch that one.
My favorite G.I. Joe was Snake Eyes.
I'm pretty sure that's everyone's favorite. It's like Snake Eyes or Kamakura, I think, or Storm Shadow.
Yeah.
All right, let's go ahead and let me roll over to Janae. What anime news you got for us, Janae, real quick?
Hold on. There we go. For anyone that reads...
I'm anyone.
Webtoon comics, the Webtoon comic Let's Play is going to be getting an anime series from the studio OLM, and they have done various productions like some various Pokemon and the TV films and video games, Berserk, and some other ones. The creator of the webcomic launched back in 2016, and then series 3 ended September 22, and it's going to return in 2025, but somewhere else though, because there's some contract problems with Webtoons, and they're not like advertising like she wanted them to.
What is Let's Play?
It is a romantic web
You lost me.
about a game producer and like her
What?
journey and her journey on basically like getting into the dating world and stuff like that, because she's lived a sheltered life because she was sick for most of her life, and so she's just trying to get her own footing, and then her friends are just helping her along the way. So
I'm sorry, but that sounds like the most boring, depressing idea for an anime I've ever heard in my life.
well, it's not geared towards you though.
That's
Oh!
clearly not.
Finally,
Shazam.
speaks to me.
This is like if you have less than 6 cats, you're not watching this show.
Yeah,
There's
I'm
a lot of
thinking that
eyes in it.
is like the anime geared for you guys.
So we'll see. Then there's a anime called The Blue Orchestra getting a second season, and I think I remember watching season 1, so I'll have to relook. And then I found another thing that was interesting. So Studio Ghibli's the main guy, Miyazaki, is going to be making another film after The Boy with the Blue Heron. Suzuki, who helps Miyazaki with the films and stuff, says that he thinks that Miyazaki will make films until he is 90, and Miyazaki is 82 right now, which I find interesting that this came out, but then Studio Ghibli got picked up by that studio. So,
Right.
it's like, who knows? I was like, wow, this is like conflicting information, people. What are you doing? Suzuki also signed up over
Just
to
because
it.
Studio Ghibli was picked up with another studio
Yeah.
doesn't mean that they're not going to keep the writers.
Yeah. So, but they were talking about stepping down, so I thought it was interesting. Nope, he's not. But Miyazaki's also done this a few times where he's like, okay, this will be my last movie. We're all good. And then like he like threw out like 5 or 6 more. So
Crazy.
I still like his all of the movies, so
Cool.
I really enjoy them. But that is all I have.
All right. Thank you, Janae. And real quick, we'll go over to Diamond to finish this up for the night. Diamond, what you got for your video game news?
So, a new Grand Theft Auto game could be coming to Netflix games. It seems as though Netflix is looking to expand its gaming wing, being in talks
Hold
with...
on Netflix?
Yeah, but it's not like... It's a GTA game, but it's not going to be GTA 6 or anything. It may be a
Oh,
mobile game that like
damn.
was ported from the iOS to...
No, hold on Netflix. Okay. Damn.
Also, Sony patents a new kind of PS5 controller that actually charges your earbuds.
You know, that answers a question that I've been asking since I was a small boy. If there was only a controller that could charge my earbuds, my life
That's what
would
we
be
need.
complete.
The controller we all want and need.
After the acquisition of Activision Blizzard, Phil Spencer confirms that no Activision Blizzard games on Xbox Game Pass until 2024.
Hey.
Hey, Diamond, are they going to fire Bobby Kotick?
Yep. Oh, he's supposed to stay until the end of this year, and then once the beginning of next year starts, he's going to step down.
Yeah, surprised they're keeping him around for that long.
Like, he had a lot of shit, like, coming out about him, so...
Yeah.
You had to go.
No, yeah, he's a bad guy.
So, Mario and Luigi has a new voice actor, Kevin Afghani, announced that he'll be taking over as Plunger from Charles Martinet for Super Mario Wonder.
And he's taking over for Pratt, too.
Damn.
Yeah.
Also, rumored that a PS5 Pro specs leaks after announcing a new PS5 Slim that's coming this holiday season. with $500 for the disc port and $450 for the digital. It's rumored that the PS5 the PS5 Pro may be in development by doubling the compute units for AMD Radeon graphics wise, while upping the clock speed of CPU from 3.5 to 4 gigahertz.
Cool. Anything else?
So there's like an announcement for a new game called Empire of Ants. It's coming in 2024 to the PS5. You play as an ant, kind of like The Bug's Life in a way, but except it's not really like that.
Okay. All right. Anything else you got on your docket?
I'm like, no, that's all I got. It looks like Ambrose is like loading.
He's trying. What the hell?
Ants?
Mm-hmm.
Like, nobody else had any ideas?
But it's a school for ants.
You play as an ant, like moving
But
ants.
nobody else had, like, any ideas? This is what they went with?
Let's do together. Let us do
I
this.
feel like I'm in a Seinfeld episode. I'm going with Jerk Store. But it makes no sense.
It doesn't matter. You're gonna live a life as an ant.
You're an ant.
Well, there's a game that I don't know if it's called Goose or whatever, but like you play it as a goose trying to steal shit.
Yeah.
It's also like Goat Simulator, so I'm
Goat
like,
Simulator.
yeah.
Sorry.
And there's also like Biomutant in that other game where you play as like an ape and you like evolve, like evolution. So
I guess we're losing money because you're making games about ants.
No one knows. No.
that's all I have.
Cool. Thank you for that. Appreciate that. Real quick, don't forget, guys, head over to padmate.com/tech.com to pick up your own Padmate Hercules Mecha speaker. You get to put this thing together. I think it's $70 right now. I'm gonna get two of them, make them fight each other. That's what I'm gonna do.
Does that thing move? Is it like a robot?
It seems to be, yes.
Oh my
And you
god!
get
I
to put
want
it
one.
together with the crown. It's got the crown too.
All I'm hearing is what's it called? iRobot type of stuff going on.
Oh, I was thinking of batteries not included because I'm old.
Ah! But you do it yourself. It's Bluetooth 5.0. Well, it's got a Qualcomm GCC 3031 chipset. Voice calls too. Okay, that's awesome.
You can give your own Miss Minutes her own body.
Kind of like what's it called? Toy soldiers.
Yeah.
Should make a video game about that.
Yeah,
Small
Miss
soldiers.
Minutes, boy. She get a new body. Ah, man. All right, so let's go around the room and go ahead and finish this puppy up. Kat, what you got for us? What you got going on this week? What you doing?
So, we just had an episode of Hobby Hut go up on Friday. So it's going to be a Marvel Lego build this time rather than a Star Wars build. So make sure you hop on over to YouTube over there at Geek News Now Official and check that video out. We should have a new episode of Through the Eyes of a Child going up on YouTube. Okay, we don't have a new episode of that one?
No, the
Okay.
daughter's giving some pushback on that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, understandable, you know. So we may or may not get more episodes on that, but that's fine. We have lots of other content for you. Mondays we have MCU Monday.
Yep.
Stupid
Where they're
child
talking about
labor laws.
The kid had another idea she wanted to go with. That's all it was.
Well, I mean, here's the thing, you know, kids have just as much of a right to say, no,
Oh
I don't
my
want to do
gosh.
this anymore.
True.
No, they don't. If you can't smoke a cigarette, you can't make those decisions. You have to be old enough to smoke before you make any decisions worthwhile.
Tuesday, we're going to have the Sith Dominion,
Yes.
and I don't remember what the topic is, but it'll be up on our Facebook page as soon as I remember. We also recently had a new episode of Captain's Logs and Lightsabers where they dug into Captain Sisko's background a little bit. So for my Star Trek fans out there, hop on over and check that out. We also have on Thursday nights, we have
Cantina Happy
Cantina
Hour?
Happy Hour, and they are
Yeah, that's right.
recapping
My brother from another mother, David Fur.
And they're going back through and recapping The Mandalorian season 2. So, if any of this content, it sounds like it's up your alley, make sure that you do not forget to like and subscribe and ring that bell down below. Because one thing we found at Geek News Now Official is that right now, most of the people that are watching our videos, only 2% of them are following us.
Yep.
So that's 96% of you that might be missing out on great content that you would love to see. We're also going to have some upcoming content across our other social media platforms, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, from the Dallas Fan Festival, and David Fur is out there at that this weekend. So make sure
I saw some pictures of that. It looks like he's having a good time.
All right, let me head over to Janae. Janae, what you got going on this week?
Just reposting on my stories my drawing challenge from 2 years ago, and right now is the Inktober part. So that's on my Instagram right there, JLEIXNB. And I'm trying to find time to do my side projects, but it's so tiring and fun trying to find time to draw.
Oh yeah.
I was gonna say, be careful, because if you get too distracted, a house is gonna fall on you.
Bruh, really? Now we're dropping houses on people. Damn, man, come on, man.
Oh wait, that means he's calling me ugly.
Oh,
Yeah. You've not seen that meme?
come
No,
on,
I was
man.
referring to the Wizard of Oz.
Yes, have you not seen that meme for Wizard of Oz?
No, I haven't.
Because Glenda says, "Are you a good witch or a bad witch? Because only good witches are beautiful." And
No,
they're
I like the
basically
meme where
saying
they
that
bring
Dorothy was ugly.
The only meme I like.
He's calling me ugly.
The only meme I've ever seen is when Glinda was like, "I'm the good witch. Now let's steal this bitch's shoes and get you home."
Damn. All right, Dom, what you got going on this week?
Currently I'm working on like 3 different articles. I'm waiting for my Microsoft acquisition article to be posted, and then I'm working to upload more like Yakuza Like a Dragon and Final Fantasy 15, and probably play like one horror game on my Twitch page.
Okay, cool. And what's your Twitch channel? Go ahead and get that out there.
It's been a minute since I used my Twitch. I don't honestly know. It's probably, I need to look it up. Hold on.
Take your time. And while you're doing that, I'm roll over to Ambrose. Ambrose, what you got going on this week, buddy?
Just wrapped up the first draft of a 2-part story about the rumors regarding Universal possibly purchasing Warner Brothers. So it's an article, obviously being that it's a 2-parter. D. Graham went over it, and there's some things I have to tweak and fine tune, and I have to source some facts and figures, so it's not quite ready to publish yet, but I'm looking to have it out. Look for it on the site on Monday or Tuesday when I can actually sit down and get it to be less clunky.
Right.
Also going to be writing, because it looks like there's going to be 2 Snow White movies released next year. So I'm going to be writing about that, because that's gonna be kind of interesting. And I'm also going to line up and interview a new arcades/esports/tabletop gaming venue opened up in my area. So I'm going to schedule an interview with them. Really cool place called Token. And they have, magic card classes and D&D classes. And, they're a really friendly company. So I'm going to schedule an interview with them. And before I go off on a rant, I just want to say, anyone watching, us writers, we have this addictum. We're fueled by the fans. So if you want to be involved, please, we're going to put polls up on the GNN Greats that I mentioned earlier. Join the GNN Greats. Even follow us on our regular GNN Facebook or on Twitter or on Instagram. If you see a story that interests you, comment on it, because we want to include you in our stories. So please drop a comment, drop your name, and if it pertains well to the story, you might end up published. So just keep that in mind next time you're checking our stuff out, and know that we're here for you, and we would also like you to be here for us. So Yeah, thank you.
And stop dropping houses on Janae. All right, Shaw. What you got? What you got coming up, buddy?
Yeah, all I got this week is I'm going to be playing Spider-Man 2, probably finishing it sooner or later, and that's it.
All right. If there's nothing else going on, I want to say thank you to everybody out there who joined us in the chat. I want to say thank you to everybody on the panel tonight. I do appreciate you coming through. And we will actually be off next week for Halloween. Even though my two are 14, they're still going trick or treat. So I'm gonna let them work that thing out till they get tired of it. So next week we'll be taking off.
Remember to wear your reflective vest, Janae.
Damn, that's messed up, man.
Oh man.
First you're dropping houses on, and now you'll be telling us where you're reflective.
I don't know why I'm such an awful.
He thinks I ever leave my house.
I don't know why I'm such an awful person.
So I just found my Twitch channel.
Go ahead.
Oh my god, I forgot she had to do that.
It's a Ninjan Pajamas. It's like NINJANPAJAMAS. So, well, look me up. Find me on there.
Cool. All right, if there is nothing else, thank you for everybody coming through tonight. I do appreciate each and every one of you. We'll be back the week after Halloween, so join us then, 10 p.m. Eastern Time, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch, and we will see you then. Have a good night, everyone.